Greetings, everyone. Welcome to another episode of the Business Application Show. So, as you know that this is our second track where we talk about the Power Platform applications, and today we are going to discuss about the Power Virtual Agent. So, here let me quickly jump to that content. So this is the high level agenda that we are going to discuss today. So we'll start with the basic introduction about the Power Virtual Agent. Then we will see that what are the main components which basically plays different role in the Power Virtual Agent, and then we'll see how we use variables, and we will see the high level process of creating chatbot, and we'll see more on detail on the demo part. So but I will explain that high level step here, how we create chatbot, and then we will have a quick overview of the license, that if you want to buy Power Virtual Agent, what are the costs that you need to pay. Okay, and after that we will have a demo. So before jumping into the detail, let's have a quick introduction about ourselves. Myself, Mahender, and I have with me my friend Venkata, and we both are Microsoft MVP for business application as well as CSharpCorner MVP. So, and we have been working with Microsoft Dynamics CRM, more than a couple of years now. So, Venkat, you want to say hi to our audience?
Hi everyone.
Okay, so before jumping on the detail, I just want to show quickly example of chatbot here. So let me share my screen quickly, and I want to show you one application here so that we can see that that example of chatbot. So I hope you can see my screen. So you can see here I'm sharing one application here, that is the website from LIC India. So
Mahender,
here we can
we
see
cannot
that
we cannot see your screen. It is yes. Now we can see it.
okay, yeah, thanks for confirming. So now you can see here that we have a small chatbot here, and when we click on that, we will see that we will have one pop-up open here, and when we'll click on this get started, we'll see that we will get different type of options here. So these are basically topics of the chatbot, and if you'll select any of these topic here, in response to that, we can see that we will be getting some kind of response from the chatbot, and we will get some more options here. And if, let's say, if I will say select some another topic here, based on that it will study our input, and based on that input it will provide some more output here, and provide some more, maybe it will ask some more questions, or maybe if that question is directly, then he will answer that question about that. Okay, so this is the typical example of a chatbot here. So in today's session, we are going to talk about how we can create these kind of chatbot using Power Virtual Agent. Okay, so I'm going back to the PPT. So Venkat, can you confirm you are able to see that PPT now?
Yes.
Okay, perfect. So let's start discussing about the Power Virtual Agent. So as I we saw here that example of a Power chatbot from the LIC India. So similar to that, we have a application which is part of the Power platform, which is called the Power Virtual Agent. That application allow us to create a chatbot. So as we know that Power platform is basically no code, low code, right? So we don't need to write any code. We can use that steps, and we can use the GUI tools and drag and drop features of the Power platform and build our application. So similar to that, here in the Power Virtual Agent as well, we have a studio for that, where we can design our chatbot. And when we design the chatbot, we can achieve different functionality using that. So this is a typical example, like when we want to interact with the customers, right? So most of the time customer just want to get some quick answer of their quick questions. Maybe just want to know, maybe are you open on this time, or what is your timing, right? So these are very quick questions, right? So earlier we used to have customer representative there, ask who is basically used to answer these questions. But now the chatbot, here we can create the chatbot and we can record all these information there, and which can help us to reduce that manpower, right? So we don't need to there is no need of any customer executive sitting there and answering those very quick questions. So all the quick questions and easy question can be handled using the chatbot. Okay, so there is like if you know that when you used to call some customer care, and there are lots of queues there, and you need to wait for long time, right? But in case of the chatbot, you can easily get those without waiting for long, right? Your question can be answered quickly using the chatbot. Okay, so these this is basically that. And using not just that answering the question, it can understand the what question you are asking, and based on that it can take different decisions, because we can configure the logic there behind the scene. We can design the complete flow, that if this question is asked and this is the answer, then what next topic that you need to pick and present to the customer. Okay, so those type of things can be done in the Power Virtual Agent. Okay, so everything can be recorded earlier on that, and we have different options there which we can use. So when we create chatbot, we have different type of components that is available, which we use to create our chatbot. The first one is the topic. Okay, so as you can see here on the my screen here, the chatbot is basically provides a different topics here. So you can see we have two type of topics, basically custom topics and the system topics. So we can also call them user topic. So topic are basically the high level subjects, you can say that about that conversation that you are going to talk you are going to talk with your customers, right? So you can take that high level. Just an example here. For example, you want to greet them, you know these are the things, and these are the sample topics here which is created. Or based on these topics, when we see under that topic, we have different steps involved, and different flows are configured. Okay, so system topics are defined already there, but custom topics are allow us to create our own custom topics. So maybe based on that requirement, based on our product and services, we can have a different flow, so that all the flows that we can design using the new topic. Okay, so flow means like if we want to jump based on the response. Okay, so let's say for example, if I'm saying that I want to get you know are you when are you working on that what is your timing on the Monday or Tuesday, and then based on that it will get me that feedback. And maybe then I will ask that, okay, what is your lunch hours, right? So based on that, it can take read that response and take that decision and present that response to the customer back. Okay, so all these things basically designed from the topic. So we can use some existing topic, we can take help of that existing topic. So it's just like the template. So like we have seen in the other power platform applications that we have templates already there, just like for example in the Power Automate, right? We have the templates which we can use to design our flow. Similarly here, we also have the templates available which we can use to create our topics, or we can create our new topic from the scratch. Okay, so that's what we have the topic. Next thing that we have here is the entity. So that comes under that topic, where basically that represent a basically standalone object. So we can say like for example, the phone number, zip code, and city. So all these information, if we want to capture and store them, so we use that entities. So you can see here in that screenshot here, we have different type of entities, like for example age, boolean, city, colors. And So these are basically way of getting the data and storing it. Okay. So we have similarly, like the topic also, we have pre-built entities that is available here. So there are generic entities available. So we know that, for example, if you want to store some address information or age of the person, we can use a generic entities. Okay, that's already there out of the box, so we don't need to you know uh, build them. But if we want, we can always go ahead and create our custom as well. So if required, we can easily go ahead and create our custom entities and then utilize those custom entities in our chatbot. Yeah. Now the next thing is action. So now we know that we have the topic, right? So we will present some topic, and based on the topic, when it will provide that topic, and it will we will provide some kind of feedback. It will take some decision, right? And based on that decision, it will take that action. So you can see here now in the flow here, so we have different topics that is there. Based on that, it can you know take that decision, and it can move that from one branch to another branch, depending on the configuration, that how it is configured to make give the response of that question. Okay. So that the thing is there. We can also do power automate, as all that application are basically interrelated, we can easily connect them to each other. So if required, we can also use power automate and call power automate to do some kind of actions here. Okay. So these things are basically, we have that actions, which is basically it you know take the questions and take that question, and depending on the flow, it take that action. Okay. So that's what we have here, action. Now the another thing, basically we can say the last one is that when our topic is done, when our entity is configured, when we have designed our flow, that how it's going to behave, what are the different questions that we want to answer, after that we make it publish it. So when we publish it, that means that we can publish it to the our website or our portal, depending on that. You can see here, these are the list of the channels where we can publish them. Okay. So we can just like I saw that example they have used there in the in the website. Okay, we can also create a mobile app where we can get some quick question on that, using the mobile app and Facebook. All these applications can be used, and we can publish our chatbot there. Okay. Now variables. So we can take the variable, just like variable we have in any programming language or in any tools, that these are basically used to store the temporary information. Okay. So we can see here we have different type of variables that exist here as well. So we can store string information, boolean true or false, and number information. And if you want to store any kind of list, we can utilize the table here. And these are different type of variables that exist there. Okay. So while using the variable, so basically we have three scope, or we can say three levels here. One that we can use under the topic, so that can be used under that topic itself. Okay. So what topic that we have created, we can only use our variable under that only. Global variables are basically that once you define it, that it can be used in all the topics. Okay. So it just like global variable that we have in any programming language, that it can be used in anywhere. Once you declare it, you can use it in any module, you can use it on any block. So similar to that here, if we define the global variable, we can use in other topics as well. Okay. And now the third category is here, the system variables. So these are basically automatically created. When we start designing that bot, chatbot, we will start designing that. So it create the temporary variables for us. So these are called the system variable, which basically provide the contextual information, like where your chatbot is running, what who is running, like if it will all the related information of the platform. Okay. So that's that we have here variables. Now let's see what is the high level step that we use when we are on the Power Virtual Agent Studio. So you can see here, when we will go to that, we can go to that, you know sorry, we can go to that link here. And if you are already having license for the virtual agent, you can start designing it. But if you don't have the license, you can always go ahead and you can start your trial. And then, sorry, under that trial, you can provide the basic information, and then it will set up your environment. And there you can start designing your topics. Okay. So just like we said that, basically topic is the main first thing that you need to set up and you need to use. So you can go ahead and you can create your new topic, and you can specify that, what are the things that you want to use. And you can see here on the right hand side, there are basically different type of triggers, right? These triggers basically initiate, right? So you can see here that these are basically different type of question which work as a trigger. And when, let's say for example, are you closed now, when they will, let's say if I'm going some website, and if I will write there, are you closed now, so it will be a trigger which will initiate that conversation. And based on this trigger, there will be action. So there are basically, these questions are recorded there, and it will identify that, okay, are you closed now, this is kind of a trigger and question that is already documented there. And then it will come with the response, and it will say that yes, we are open, and our timing is like that and like that. Okay. So all that depends on what is configured behind the scene. We will see more this on the demo side. So here, we can see here that when we have selected our topic, so we can see that we have different options where we can select that if you want to ask any question on that, when the trigger happen, if you want to ask any other question, or if you want to ask call some actions response to that, or you want to show some message, or you want to jump into another topic, okay, in response to that. So all these things we can define. So these are kind of the flow, okay, the flow of your chatbot. So how it's going to behave, that totally dependent on the this flow. Okay. So here, like for example, we can see that ask the questions. So all these things that is available while we try to configure it. Okay. And when we have created our chatbot, there is a way to test as well. So you can, without publishing it, you can test it, and you can see that how it will behave when we will we can type our sample question here. And then we can see that how it's behaving based on the our flow which we have configured. Okay. So this is just like an example here, where we can see that in the left hand side we have a test board which is just created. And based on the question, it's going to answer those questions based on the flow which is on the right hand side. Okay. So we can see here we have different options, like if you want to hide it, or you want to reset it, that can be also done on the studio that is available to us. And finally, when we are done with that, we can go ahead and we can do the publishing here. So under the publishing options, we can select that different channels, as we discussed earlier, that these are the different channels. When you select that, you provide some connection information, that how you want to connect that. And once it is connected, it will be published to that those channels. Okay. So the last what I want to cover here is the licensing cost. So we have here, we can see that if you want to buy the Power Virtual Agent, you have this $200, that is basically the per month up to the 2000 sessions of the chatbot that is record. So based on that, that is there. Beyond that, we can get some more sessions here, paying by the $100. Okay. So that's what we have for the license side. So let's jump on the demo. So I will pass mic to my friend Venkata. So Venkat, over to you.
Yeah. Thanks, Mahender, for your detailed introduction about the Power Virtual agents. So I hear uh, the voice very much clear. Okay, and I also can hear thunderstorms that are coming behind you. Thanks for joining, irrespective of the climatic conditions. I really appreciate your uh, dedication. Okay, so without taking much time, let me share my screen so that okay. So just do let me know where you can see my screen.
Yeah, we can see it.
Okay, so hi everyone. So now we are going to okay. So first important thing, right? We have to consider here, right? So power virtual agents. So the name says here. Let me zoom it here, which is nothing but powerva.microsoft.com. So just I will. So if you observe here, so if you observe main thing, right? So generally if you open any power apps, it will be make.powerapps.com, and in the same way if you use the power automate, it is make.powerautomate.com. Okay, so those are the maker portals for the canvas apps and the power automate flows. Okay, in the same way, for to work with an power virtual agents as well, will getting this particular powerva.microsoft.com. That is what has been mentioned. So in case if you don't have any uh, Microsoft power virtual agents are not at all present, right, then you can easily uh, sign it out. Okay, so you can register that particular one. So just I'll give here. So here, right, if at all you are very much new, if you don't have any particular Power Virtual agents related environment, then always you can uh, sign up for this one, like create an account of the Power Virtual agents where you can do that particular sign up. In case if you don't, if you have already an account that is present, then you can sign it. So if you observe the URL here, it is Power Virtual Agents. You observe here powervirtualagents.microsoft.com. As I have selected the English as the US, then that's why you see this particular en slash sign in. Okay, so this how you can do it here, the sign up and the sign in. So create an account and you can see it all that is available. So I have created my account and I have signed in. So once I signed in, right, then I will go and load it here. So one thing you have to see it, right. So similarly, for any Canvas apps and the Power Automate, we do have the leverage of selecting different environments. Here also we do have the leverage of selecting respective environments. Okay. So just if you observe, right, these are the different environments that I am having. So just I have selected this particular development environment. So why I am saying, right, these particular environments and all. So there is an recent update that we have received earlier, right, at the starting of this power virtual agents. Obviously these power virtual agents will go and sit in only on the default environment only. Okay, there we have to divide, we have to develop that particular power virtual agents in that particular environment, and then we have to move that environment into the okay, we have to move that particular uh, power virtual agent related components into the another environment. In the same way, I am also going to tell you about the new feature that has been uh, widely came into this current juncture. Yes. So, so as I have selected this particular default environment, it is taking some time for loading. If suppose if I wanted to select change the environment, then I can change my environment. Okay, so here if you observe, right, there is only, as usual, for any Power Virtual agents, you see, just like Canvas apps and Power Automate, you will see these Power Virtual agents, and we do have the different uh, options that are available here in the breadcrumb, that is the home and chatbots and the Power Platform. If you click on this Power Platform, you can obviously navigate to the respective other apps, other components of the Power Platform, like the Canvas apps or the Power Automate or the Power Pages, as well as Power Platform Admin Center, as well as the Power BI. Okay, and home also we can do it. So as mentioned, right, just I will go here. So there are two ways of creating any chatbot. So one is by clicking on this create a bot and you can create that particular bot. Another one is you can click on this particular chatbots in the from the breadcrumb, and also from this area, and you can click on this particular new chatbot. So if you observe here, uh, automatically and bot name by default I got it. You can do it, and as well as you can select which kind of, okay, your bot in which language that it doesn't requires to be communicate, if at all any person uh, ask any particular question. So just I have selected as an English. And also another one is the boost your conversation with generative answers. That means let your bot create responses in real time with generative answers and information. So these are this is an preview thing example, right? So this is an one of the latest future where AI generated content uh, will be giving it to it, and which is of the preview in nature. So this will be showing it in that particular session. So example, if I want it, right, just let us show it. Just you can keep it like CSharpCorner.com, and then so if you observe right here that there are two different options that are present, and out of which, right, if you observe here, earlier, right, this is a major improvement. Earlier, any bot that you develop in any environment, in that environment, it go and sit in this particular common data services default solution only. So which is a pain point earlier, because we develop these particular components there in the default solution, and if we wanted to migrate these particular components from the developer environment into the testing environment or in the different environments, what we have to do, right, we have to manually create one particular solution, and in that particular solution we have to add these particular components. So which is a pain point. uh, but here with this new introduction of this one, right, we can directly select my solution here, which is nothing but the D365 or the Power Platform solutions that are present. So and also right here the bot icon is also present. If you wanted to have any particular icons, then you can select it. In case if you want the other different icons also, you can do it. Okay, so there are other options as well here, which is start fresh and new bot, start missing it, making it yours, or want to convert it to classic bot. That means to the new authoring canvas, if at all there are existing canvas apps that are present in those particular apps, if they have get migrated into the new canvas apps, right, then we also have the classic bots. That means a few bots that are being present, which are present in the classic way, those can also can be uh, I migrated here. And also want to enable voice capabilities for your bot, then we have these particular options for it. So just I'm making it as an simple here. So another important thing, guys, like lesson topics. So what are these particular lesson, right? Example, right? Bot, uh, it needs to be trained. Okay. So generally, right, if at all some person ask any particular question, right? That particular For that particular question, what are the possible answers that needs to be given? So bot does not know anything. It is us. We have to train that particular bot. So that means we need to train that particular bot. How we can train the is by using these particular lesson topics. So what are these particular topics? So these are topics that are nothing but different kinds of content, like our bot can get it. Example, in one particular if at all one particular question was being asked, so for that particular question, what are all the different ways that answers that we will be getting it. So for that, right, just solution name, I have selected the same CDS, and schema name is this bot too. So right, so once that is done, you can create it, and then so just if you observe, right, so let me do that. Bot sample, just I click on create. If you observe, right, this was the new look and feel of the Power Virtual agents. Like I like this particular bot, like how it is seeing, right? Just it is at the background, it is creating all that details that are present. Okay, so now my bot is ready, and this particular bot is ready, and I can test this one. So previously, right, this particular bot is not available. Every now and then we have to go and need to test it, right? So before going to that, right, in this particular uh, details, so I can do it. We have few of the details that needs to be gone through here. So first is the topics, like I mentioned, right, we do have the custom topics and the system topics that are present. So system is by default conversation start, end of conversation, escalate. These are all, if you observe, right, on conversation start, on unknown intent, these are all the different triggers that we do have it. On error, what needs to be done, and go to the triggers, all these are present, which are advanced in nature, but just till this particular time you can see it here, the different topics that are present, which are of custom type. That means goodbye, greeting, and lesson one sample topic, and sample topic with condition and a variable, a topic with a condition, variables, and an pre start over, and thank you. So earlier, right, we do have the less custom topics that are present, like 3 to 5. Now we do have the more. Okay, and also the system topic. If you say that, okay, Venkat, these topics are not aligned to me, so for that, then there are two ways of doing it, that is from blank, and another one is the create with Copilot. So create with Copilot, that means Copilot features that are present, which have been recently included, like the Copilot features into the all the Canvas apps for Automate, and also the Power Virtual agents. So into the Microsoft build, if you wanted to know, go and just listen to that details. Okay, so what I'm going to do, right? Just I am going to test this particular. Okay, this particular. Okay. So first, let us go and see what this particular greeting is having. So every topic will have one trigger. Okay, so this trigger will have these phrases: good afternoon, good morning, hello, hi, and these are the phrases. Whenever my bot looks for these phrases, then what it will say, right? It is a message: hello, how can I help you today? Just I am saying that, and all the topics. Okay, so this is the basic phrases that are being present for the greetings, uh, greeting topic. And also, right, if you go to it here, if you think that if you would just wanted to test how your topic is been working, then how you can do it, right? You can search these particular topics, where it will have the combination of both the custom and system. So this was the newly added search feature, where we can simply search it, which is very much useful whenever you have the a number of topics that are present. Earlier it is a pain point by selecting all whatever the topic that is present, that was developed by you. Okay, so you can ask me a question. Okay, Venkata, if I wanted to go for any sign in, then what is the details that you can get it? So these are all the predefined triggers that is present. So on sign in, it will ask, right? Okay, condition. What are the other conditions, like is equal to sign in required? Then hello, to be able to help you, I need to authenticate. These are the details that is been developed here for this particular topics. Okay, so let us do one thing. Let us go to this other areas where earlier it was said, right? For we do have the different kinds of entities, pre-built entities that are present, where there is no need for you again to build these particular entities. Example, if at all age is there, example, if the user, if he inputs that I am 19 years old, then the entity is the 19 years and the saved value is the 19. Okay, if my car is less than 5 years old, then the entity 5 years, the saved value is 5. She is 10-month old, then the entity is 10-month old and the saved value is 10. That simply, right, it is an holder to get some kind of data, just like in key value pair. Okay, so like that, for age, city, color, example, go for this color. Okay, sapphire blue sedan, the entity is blue and the saved value is blue. Yellow cab, yellow and the yellow, and the ash gray coat, ash gray and the gray part of it. Okay, so this is how any entities that are present, and also the analytics part that is present, like how my bot is been performing here, and also where you can see the billing part of it, like total sessions. That means if at all you include any particular bot in your website or any other places, right? For if at all two users started using two different pages where your bot is present, right, then ideally it will be comes under two sessions. That means two separate windows has been opened, and in these windows your bot has been opened, right? So there, those kind of details that you wanted to go it, right, just you can give it here. You can show it here, you can view it here, you can also download it as well. And also there is a publish. Okay, my test bot is there, how I can publish these things. And also the bot details. Okay, these are my bot details. Okay, I don't wanted to um, I don't like this one, then I can change my account. And also the different channels that are present. That means you can include your bot, you can deploy this particular bot in the different kind of various in the various channels. Okay, and also the demo website, all these things that you can do it. And agent transfers, that means um, generally, right, for any repetitive things that are present, right, rather than going with directly with the agents, right, so first bot will be given generally in any cases, and then if at all any specific questions that are present, then the call will be automatically directed from the bot to an agent. So there, the agent transfer, we do have the omni channel, and also the custom engagement hub and the leverage omni channel. Also we do have the security related thing, like okay, okay, you okay, if you wanted to include any kind of security, like the authentication and web channel security, you can do it. And also the sharing, if you wanted, you developed any particular bot and you wanted to share it with others, you can do that particular details as well. And also the skill, if you wanted to do any skill and the language and the AI capabilities, that you can do it. Okay, so let us go to here the bot 2. Okay, if you observe, right, it went and sat in the default solution. Okay, so just I have clicked on this particular message. So if you observe, right, there are edit with copilot, and these are all the variables that are present. And if I wanted to test my bot, I can do it, the topic checker. So if I click on this particular one, right, then whatever the topics that are present, that topics I can get that. So if I click on again the test topics, the track between the topics also you can do it. So there are few other options also here as well, like if you wanted to zoom the your one, and also the reset, and if you wanted to mini map it, and also you can all do this. You can also hover here all the details. Okay, so just the analytics, if you wanted to see it, these particular ones that you can do it as well. So now let us go here, don't leave, and then just I'll go to this particular overview and show it here. So if I wanted to test my chart bot, I can do it here. So if you observe right, I have selected goodbye. Okay, so let us see it here. Uh, just I am increasing here the font. So if you observe right, uh, by goodbye, just I wanted to test it here. Goodbye. Then if you observe here, my bot has been executed. So it went to here trigger, and then if you observe the tick mark here, that means it came to here to the question, and then uh, what it went help, right, it went to here. So that means would you like to end your conversation? So if it is true, it goes to the end of conversation, your topic. If it is false, then it go to the head and listening to here. So just I'm going to here, I'm clicking on yes. That means when if I click on this particular yes, what was happening? My bot is being again executing here, and then see, it has came here, it has executed here, and then it came to the true, and then it came to down. Okay, so this is what the end of conversation that is present. Let us go with an, if I wanted to test a lesson topic, then just I am going to tell, ask these details like store hours. So my particular topic is executing, and it was what it was saying, right? My the random hours are Monday to Friday and all. Did that answer your question? If if it is yes, then again, what was happened, right? So it went to, okay, what it went, right? It went to the end of conversation track between the topics, and then it is asking for a survey. So now again, what I am doing, just I am clicking on this particular survey. So thanks for your feedback. What it will write, just it have executed here, and then the values that came here in the question. So would you like to give? Thanks for your sure. What it was asking it, can I help you any other way? So just I am saying no. So if you observe right, all other condition, that means okay goodbye. So it was just if you observe right, okay goodbye has been shown to you. Okay. So if you observe, I have selected one particular sample topic, that is one particular topic. As I have given the option track between topics automatically without any manual intervention, after particular lesson one sample topic, it automatically went to the end of conversation one. Okay, so this is how you can do any particular one. So if at all you wanted to write also any new topic, then you can also do it. Just the phrases which I am saying here, um, just I can click on this particular edit. Okay, let me refresh it. At times, if the topics are being not correctly loaded, right, you can refresh them. So just I am clicking on edit. So what I am saying, right, what, and I am also asking any other questions also. How is the weather? How can I help you? Okay. So that means for a topic, right? Just I have created this one. So this is my topic. Yes, I have kept it here. Yes, I have given these particular phrases. If at all include in multiple topic matches also, I have kept it. So just here, right? There are multiple options that are present. Send a message, ask a question, ask with adaptive condition card, add a condition, and variable management. So just what I would do like to say, right? Just you can click on this particular variable management. If you observe, right, set variable value and parse value and the clear all values. This particular parse value is very much new, which I am going to uh, tell you in the next one. So I'll also write, I have the condition here. If you wanted to give any particular condition, you can do that as well, where you can get the details, enter the priority. Just I have clicked on that particular enter the priority. So now what I am saying, right? Just I am clicking on add a condition. So just I don't have any particular variable here. So what I'm going to here, just I am going to uh, set a variable value here. So set variable, just I am creating a new variable and select a value. So what I'm going to select, right, just I can select the details of this here. So you can also delete here. Just I am giving this a particular condition. I don't have any particular condition. Just I can delete them, or just I can do this one, send a message. Just I have hard coded here. Okay. So just let us test this one. Just I am testing this particular bot, and then so let me type here. How can I help you? So if you observe, right, great day, good has been executed. Okay, great day and good. If you observe the flow here, it came to this particular trigger, and as I have typed that, how can I help you? And it selected this one, and it went to this particular high grade day, good. Okay, the remaining conditions that here also it gets triggered. Now, as I mentioned here, there are, you can create any particular variable. So just an set variable, you can do it, or else just as I don't have the variable, I can also create a new. Here I do have the custom variable. I can create this particular custom variable and also the system variable as well. Okay, system variable, right? Example conversation dot local time dot zone. So let us again test it here. So what it was saying, right? Just as I have got this one, it went to here, but the set variable, it has not, as I have not selected anything. That's why I got these particular details. Just I will, just for the sake of showing you like how can we set any particular variable. Just I have given this one. So just again, let me type here, how can I help you. So again, what it will do, right? It will execute here, and then it came here, and it came to this particular have a great day until these particular details. Okay. So now next part is how can I publish this particular bot. Okay. Just I can click on this particular click on publish this particular content, latest content. You can do this one. Okay, my publish is gone. So my publish, okay, my bot has been published and it is good to go. So after we publish, try our bot to on the demo side and invite them to do the same. So what we can do, right? Just we can click on this particular demo website. That means just here. So if you observe, right, hello, start over and talk to person. Just you can do it. So what is that we can ask here in this particular one, like how can I help you, right? We can type here, how can I help you. So what it did, it said that hi, great day, good. So again, let us see how is the weather. Let us type it here. So let me zoom it for you. So obviously the output should be hi, great day, good. Okay. So let us give something. Okay. See what it was saying, right? The term. So what it went, right? So it went to this particular test topic and see all these details that are present, but uh, it is not validating any particular phrases. So which I have given some other phrase. But at the starting of this particular bot itself, what I have given an website URL. Okay, so in that particular website URL, what I did, right? Just I have given this particular C sharp corner one. Okay, so just what I'm going to here, right, in this demo website, just I'm going to create. If you observe, right, whenever I clicked on ABC, it went to the C sharp corner and identified. Okay, there was one article that is present, like the upload a file. Okay, so let us type some more thing. Uh, how to use or automate uh, variables or else those. So what it is going to do, right? It is going to uh, find it in the power apps that are present. Okay, it first goes to the topic, and in this particular topic no phrases that are present. Then it will go to this particular C sharp corner website, and then it gives some information to it. Okay, so again I am saying how to use per condition in Power Automate. So again, it goes to my topic. It does not have any particular phrases, my bot. And then what it will do, right? Instead of giving some kind of blank, then it goes to my details. Okay, it goes to this particular fur, and it went to here, and to the flow trigger conditions for SharePoint run flow when needed. So if you go and open, right, all these particular details, that you will be getting it in this way before uh, publishing it to actual your demo, right, actual your project or the website. You can publish it into this particular demo website. So hope you got the good understanding about how you can create any chatbot and how you can uh, start this particular learning of this particular chatbot and all these details. Also, right, if you would like to know about more of the details, right, you can see it here. Like as we have run for one session, then in this particular summary, you will observe all these details. So, Mahinder, you wanted to add some closing notes? So like this, right? You can get all the details that are present. So it is taking some time to load. So in this particular session of this particular theme, we have started the Power Virtual Agents, and then our theme, that is the second track, the Power Platform, and also the Power Automate and the Canvas Apps fundamentals, Power Automate fundamentals, the Power Virtual Agent fundamentals that we have started it. Okay, so Mahender, I think you are on mute. You can unmute yourself and let give some kind of some closing notes here. Okay, I think Mahender was on having some connectivity issues. So yeah, so thanks everyone. We again join for the next month, for the next coming other sessions that we are going on the both the track one and the track two. So with the themes of the dynamic CRM and also the Power Platform. Thank you. Till then, bye. Take care. We'll join. We will meet in the next sessions. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.